Welcome to the Life in Pink podcast, where dreams come true, women are inspired, and wealth is our business. I want you to know that you matter and life is much better with you in it. Hello, beautiful ladies and listeners. Welcome and welcome back. Today, this episode is going to be called Lip Gloss and Cotton Scents. Because, listeners, I believe being soft in a world that wants you hard is an actual superpower. Today, I want to dive deep into something we all try to master, whether we're on the grind, in the group chat, or ghosting our situationships. It's time for the feminine hustle. Now listen, somewhere between securing the bag and finding the right bra that doesn't feel like a medieval torture device, we're expected to be smart, sexy, strong, soft, funny, nurturing, ambitious, and preferably glowing, hydrated, and emotionally evolved all at once. Yeah, no pressure, right? But what if we stopped performing femininity and started owning it? What if being feminine wasn't about pleasing others, but about having access to all your magic? From your mind to your hips to your intuition. Ladies and listeners, today we're unpacking just that, the art and the chaos. We're going to talk about how femininity can show up in all different places. And also try to spill some glossy tea, share stories that'll make you laugh and hopefully not cry, okay? But whether you're in traffic with your iced coffee, deep cleaning while dodging text, or just needing a moment to feel seen, this episode is for you. So let's get into it because you can run the world and still cry to Tony Braxton in the shower, okay? It's time to make being feminine your fiercest flex. Let's talk about the feminine hustle, okay? That secret balancing act where you're trying to be a boss, a beauty, and a fully functioning emotional support human, all while remembering to exfoliate, to budget, and to not text your ex, right? Today we're going to break down what femininity means in the modern world, not the 1950s housewife kind, not the Instagram aesthetic kind, but the real lived, messy, radiant kind, right? This type of actual, real lived being that is living amongst us, right? We're talking intuition, softness, power play, and yes, why being too emotional might actually be your superpower. So let's start off with a roundup that I like to call glossed over. Okay? So, ladies, you ever put on a bold lip, gas yourself up in the mirror, and still feel like the world expects you to show up like a linebacker in lashes? Same. Well, let's be clear. First of all, I'm not here to tell you how to have it all. I'm here to remind you that you already are it all. And you just need space to own it without apologizing for your sparkle or your softness. We are redefining what it means to be a woman who's fine, fierce, and functioning all before 10 a.m. and a latte, okay? So, listen. The world kind of expects women to be hard in a way, not strong, but hard as in unbothered, unshakable, unemotional. And meanwhile, our superpower is literally the opposite. Being soft, ladies and listeners, is not a weakness, okay? It's a strategy. You know how much strength it takes to show up vulnerable, to lead with your heart, to not let the world turn you bitter when it is definitely tempting to. Softness is not shrinking, okay? It's choosing to stay human in a world that is seeming like it just wants to dehumanize you. And baby, that's divine. So, a little bit more about feminine hustle because, yes, I want you to glow, but I also want you to rest, right? Yes, build the businesses, but also take your vitamins and mind your peace. Okay, we know that hustle means grind, right? But we've been taught that hustle means grind till you disappear. But what if the real flex is just showing up as yourself and getting paid for your energy, not your exhaustion? And that's why here on this podcast, hustle looks like doing the most, but only if it aligns, right? Running meetings and bubble baths. Yes. Negotiating deals in class and good intentions, okay? We're flipping the script. The feminine hustle isn't about doing it all. It's about doing what's yours to do and looking good while you're doing it. Now, let's have a glossed over moment. You know what we're really not hyping up enough? Women who walk away peacefully from chaos. Women who don't respond to that negative text. Women who choose soft lives, slow mornings, fresh boundaries, and firm no thank yous, right? We celebrate the loud wins, the launches, the engagement rings, the clapback. But baby, you're setting a boundary. That's headline worthy for sure. Just simply setting boundaries. You saying, I'm tired, so I'm just going to go rest with like no excuses, right? Now that's breaking news. Let's uplift those stories, because femininity isn't just for the gram, right? It's in how you carry yourself when no one's looking. Okay, now, can we talk about something important? Beautiful pictures that make us feel good in therapy. Yes, you can do both, right? Post a fire pic at 7 p.m. and then journal your triggers by 8. Being feminine doesn't mean that you have to choose between deep or being desirable. You can be a full course meal and serve a little snack on Instagram, right? Um, but what I mean by that is a demure snack, a ladylike snack. Something, that's sexy but still very much balanced. You know what I mean, ladies? Balance, babe, right? So listen, I do post a selfie when I feel good, right? And like some, I would go to therapy if needed. If I don't feel good, right? But both are valid. Both are sacred and both are part of healing. So just, keep throwing that leg over your other leg in the mirror in those pictures, and just make sure you're also checking in with your soul, right? Ladies and listeners, not just your likes. And if no one told you today that you can be soft and still command the room, that you can cry and still be credible, that you can wear cloth and still speak the truth that shakes the table, a lip gloss and common sense means that we show up as women who are complex, radiant, powerful, and whole. Okay, that's what I want to let you know today. So, whether you're thriving, surviving, or somewhere in between, keep shining, just keep growing. Okay, keep being a little bit too much. That's okay, because too much is exactly what the world needs from women like us. So, don't forget to reapply that lip gloss and take a deep breath and handle your business, right? So, I want you all to remember to take the time out to take care of yourselves, okay? And to keep nurturing your spirit and embracing the luxury of living your best life. And I want you all to remember to embrace your softness, your strength, and all that makes you beautiful. If you enjoyed this podcast, please make sure that you hit that follow button and be sure to leave a comment. And even if you want, share it with some of your favorite people, okay? Until next time, talk to you later. Bye.